Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Radio Works World. I'm so grateful you are listening in, and I know it's Sunday, and I know perhaps in your heart is room for more. So celebrating today with sharing my thoughts. There is a question which is keep coming on my inbox each time we run another episode with our brilliant agents of change and brilliancy at Radio Works World. And the question is, how do I make my next $1 million or pounds? So I'm thinking that last week is gone and was a brilliant week, was absolutely amazing. And thank you for listening in, and thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your great questions. You inspire our hosts to give more. And as you know, we have only one challenge, and this one challenge is inspiration. Inspiration is in short supply, and the reason we are here is to broadcast your passion. So yes, what happened last week was brilliant, and what matters is what's happening right now, at present. So what are you doing right now? You know, it's a question that I ask myself many times. What are you doing right now to make it better? And while we are almost halfway through this year, there are reasons for me to believe that somebody is waiting on you to arrive. Okay, so I want to share with you what I discovered, and maybe this will answer your question: where is the next £1 million or dollars coming from in my life, in your life? It is a metaphor, but bear with me and let me know what you think. When asked what they want, most people I know don't really know how to answer this question. And after they think for a couple of seconds, they are thinking, yes, I want money. But what they are actually saying, and what I could hear them saying, is that they don't really want money for themselves, for the sake of having money. They want money to be able to give money to those they love, to those causes they care for, and they want money because everybody wants money from them. Each person I know wants to generate cash flow, lots of money, because they want to escape the race. They want to escape this 9 to 5, turn into a journey, and they want to finish those crushing demands made on them, or they can't meet those demands, and finally be happy. And it happens, even when they do so, even when they escape the 9 to 5 race, even when they have enough money to give and pay and keep everyone happy around them, somehow they're not happy. So why are you not happy? It's a big question, but bear with me. Why not? Ask yourself better questions. For a very long time, I studied my own feelings, and I mirrored other people's challenges and victories and how they react to life's crashing demands and events. And I tried to understand, and I worked on understanding what makes you happy and what makes you unhappy. So this is what I learned. I learned that it's not relevant what you know. I learned that it's not relevant who you know or who knows you. I learned that how much money you have or you don't have in your bank account is nothing to do with you. And at the Radio World, we had great conversation about money, and I listened to people from different parts of life and different parts of the globe. And I listened to very poor people who felt happy with no reason. Then I listened to high achievers who felt sick and tired. And lately I talked to insanely rich people. And there are two categories of very rich people. There are wealthy people and there are rich people. So what is the difference? The difference is that rich people inherited large sums, and their only mission in life now is to spend it on good causes and on themselves, on the people they love, and that's their mission in life. But the wealthy people I'm referring to are the people who, at some point in their life, at least once, if not 10 or 12 times as an average, they reach hard bottom and they start again, and they lost everything, and they start again. And these people are the people who discover their own talent and they master it. So just imagine somebody who lost millions and is coming back even more powerful and generates billions. That's exactly the type of people I'm referring to, the wealthy people, because they're wealthy inside. They understand their worth. They discover, they master their God-given gift. Because if you think about, after you make your first million, and I'm sure that most of you already reached that point in your life, you feel like finally achieving the goal of a lifetime. But what's the price? The price of your health and all the sacrifices. I know there are sacrifices which went unnoticed for decades, but you are about to face a very strange reality. When you reach the first million, what's happening? It's almost crazy. The next million is expected from you, and you are asking yourself, what's next? It's the next million, and then the next one. And when is this race going to eventually stop? When can you say, I'm free to be happy? Because going from one goal to the next one, as you know, it's all about chasing external goals. And you've been conditioned, I've been at least, to believe that unless you achieve those goals, those earthy goals, and pay your dues and keep paying and keep making money, the chances are you'll feel like a failure. But guess what? And I hope you're ready for this. Failure doesn't exist. There is unfinished business. There are challenges. You turn them into opportunities. But failure actually doesn't exist. Is an excuse. So what keeps you going when making that distance in your life? When making any distance in life, like moving jobs, moving house, moving to another goal, leaving a relationship, starting a new relationship, or simply trying to understand your true worth, your God-given gift. What is this journey about? Is a race, is a journey, and I just think that is not different than driving a car. Let's say you go from A to B. You need a good driving car and petrol. So it doesn't matter what the color of your car is or the make, what era was on the road, and it's not relevant where you want to go. But you have to start the journey with a full tank. Each time you go to a new destination, you know, as a rough guide, how many miles before the warning lights are going to start coming on. You know that the brakes are working, and you checked the mirrors and the weather condition. So is life any different than driving your car from A to B? I don't know about you, but I like to drive, choose that version for my journey that is more exciting. So there are options, of course, but what you really need when you start a journey is a good heart, and you need positive thoughts, positive attitude, because otherwise you can't achieve your dream. So if you want to change that job you hate, or you want to enter a new relationship with somebody else which is better and brings the best in you, and if you want to fulfill your vision and live your life in full, with purpose and discover that place inside you, that place of abundance where happiness resides, it's very, very clear to me that happiness is not something you can chase. It's not outside. It's not located in the outside world. It is inside. It's like my friends and me time host at Radio Wars World, Adrian Marks, is keep telling us happiness is an inside job. So you are not going to see the inside of yourself unless you bring it out. You see, whatever you got inside, you have to bring it out into the day life and make the world round available for what you bring, and make yourself available to greatness. Happiness is not something you chase. It's something you share from inside out. So how do you go from where you are right now to where you want to be? There is no shortcut. I'm sorry. Usually I bring you good news, but this time there is no shortcut. Who tells you there is a shortcut to making millions, a shortcut to becoming the best in your industry, the shortcut to achieve the happiest life on earth, the shortcut to find the best version of yourself? There is no shortcut. And while you can learn from other people's mistakes and lessons, you can be inspired by their energy. There are people out there, they have high vibrations and confidence, and you need them in your life because you need the proof that it's possible. And you have to learn that the only way you can achieve what you want to achieve in your life, doesn't matter is a health-related matter or financial position or social positioning or fame, whatever it is that you want, and please don't stop wanting because that keeps you on the right track, is creating and delivering value in your own life. Your life is not determined by what other people say about you, and it's not your business to guess what is in their mind, what they think about you. That's their business, because you are exactly who you think you are. Let me ask you this. When is last time you checked the level of happiness, the petrol of your mind? When you had that checked? What are your thoughts right now? Are they great thoughts? Because you see, the best things in life are free. Your positive thoughts are free. You don't need to pay for it. But I was talking yesterday about the karmic coin, which is your life. And on the other side of this karmic coin, there are negative thoughts, and they are really expensive to bear because nobody is able to sustain the price. The price of negative thoughts and doubts and worries and sadness and hatred and lack of self-esteem will bring you to your knees. Can you really afford to pay the price? So what is the price of happiness? Well, I said this before, and perhaps is a good time for me to say it again. Humans, as funny as they are the only creatures on earth that could choose their own thoughts. So choosing your own positive thoughts is your job, your divine job. This is your duty. And I can hear you right now saying, what if other things, I'm not good enough? Why would you care what other thing? You know, as I said, this is their business. So as long as you don't stop these excuses that you are conditioned by what other people think of you and you are who other people think of you instead of you are who you think you are, you have to take responsibility. It's your business to focus on changing your thoughts about you. Forget everybody else. Forget changing your thoughts about anything else. Changing your thoughts about yourself. This is your only job. Do that, master that, and come back to me. You have to learn who you are. So what if you are not comfortable with who you are? Work harder. Work harder on yourself, because the best is yet to come. And you could be the best you could be. And we can have it all. Understand this. If somebody have everything they need, everything they want already, it's you. Yes, it's you. Your journey from where you are right now to where you want to be. So from this moment, this moment in time, the present is called the present for a reason. It's a gift. So it is not about your destination. It's not about what you want. It's about who you become. And the sooner you discover your own talent, your own worth, your God-given gift, and master it, the sooner you'll achieve anything you want. So it is not about achieving earthly goals, but discovering your true worth and creating a system to broadcast your gift, because you have it all, but it's all over the place. And it's like I remember when I was young, very very young child, I was sitting in a garden. I'll sneak through my window, go into the garden, I look at the sky, and some stars, they were really shiny, and they were almost like bring daylight, even was middle of the night, onto a certain part of the garden, because they were shining. The light was so powerful. And some other parts of the garden, they were really dark. So I still remember those moments, and I always thought that if I used to move around to follow the light. So if you move yourself from the dark place to where you are, imagine you are in that garden and it's dark, but your star is above you. It's so powerful. You just need to position yourself, align yourself with your star, with your shiny star. And it's not difficult. It's just, instead of focusing on these earthly goals and being obsessed about the next million, maybe you align yourself with who you are and align your emotions first. And it's very exciting to discover yourself, because you discover so many people, you discover so many places, but yet, when is the last time you discover something about yourself you did not know? Yeah, so as I said, you have so much, and what is missing, I think, is a system. They call it a blueprint, formula, whatever you want to call it, but it's all about being consistent. Because you see, I have no doubt, and if you look at very powerful people who are leading the world, and people you admire, and they're artists, they're scientists, they're philosophers and thinkers, there is no doubt you have tremendous powers. You have the power to love more, the power to create more, the power to deliver more, the power to give more, the power to be more. And coming back to, but what do I know? That's about this. You know too much already. You don't need more knowledge. You need inspiration. When you need inspiration, and you can't find it, if you go on YouTube, I'm sure you could find there lots of people who can inspire you. But if you want to go out away from the online reality, dive into our galleries, listen to music, walk, take your shoes off and walk barefoot in a park or on a grass or in your garden. Stay still. Listen to music. Check what other humans like you did already. They weren't perfect. They were believers. And if you can't find them, look at the nature. Look how perfect it is. And how a beautiful truth can hit you each time you look at nature. You are not perfect, and I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But your imperfections are perfect. And your awesomeness, think of that. So, again, the other question is what makes or breaks? What makes the best of you? What breaks the best of you? The best version of yourself. I think I have to go back to something that sounds overrated, but is not. Is the only truth that matters right now. You have to pay attention to your thoughts constantly. You have to monitor them. The same way when I was little and I was sneaking through my window into the garden to connect with my star, and I was moving around the way the the star was moving, the light from the star was moving. It is the same. You cannot stay still into an old place. You cannot be in your old life and expect to make progress unless you move around. Yeah, so paying attention to your positive thoughts constantly, same way you, coming back to the original metaphor, the same way you check the fuels level in your car and stop at the nearest petrol station to fill the tank before you run out of petrol in the middle of the motorway. It's the same thing. You have to check it all the time and fill it. Fill that void. If you feel empty, this is like being spiritually, emotionally dehydrated, and your brain capacity it slows down. Everything dies, because even plants, for them to grow, any seed to grow needs water, and it's the same with inspiration for humans. You need inspiration to grow, to turn those seeds, big ideas, what you have right now, into something other people can see, other people can benefit, other people could have the fruits of your greatness. It's not about you. So, you see, I don't care where you go or where you are coming from. Most people say, oh, where you are coming from, I don't care. I know today, right now, you have to fuel your heart with great thoughts. Forget everything you learned so far in school, from your parents, I'm not saying it's bad what you learn, or I'm saying it's redundant, doesn't help you, doesn't serve the purpose, doesn't help your life to grow, doesn't help you to become who you are. Forget everything others said, ever said about you, good or bad. Forget the good, the bad, the ugly, and make room in your heart for this extraordinary self, for your unexpected version. Because miracles are just an open mind away. And look at you, how beautiful, how amazing you are. If anything, those imperfections of yours are perfect. They make you who you are. They make you unique. They make you the one and only, the real deal. And no matter what you do, what you decide to do for the rest of the day, don't betray your big dream. The universe only conspires with your good heart, and be patient and allow the essence of God you hold, that divine essence, to bring the magic from inside out. Well, how little or how much you understand about your mind, actually, about the power you already have, the power of your thoughts, will give your heart the strength to stay clear of doubts. Because doubts can kill you. Doubts can kill anything and anyone. When you are in the light, you create and deliver value, even for those who once betrayed you. Doesn't matter. in the past. Flip your focus today from what you don't have to what you already have. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. For God's sake, cook spaghetti, learn Chinese, French, Japanese, write a book. Do something to be. Forget your to-do list, because that is diverting your focus from who you truly are. And treating yourself as if you are your best friend, I think is long overdue. You owe it to yourself. And no, you are not alone. You are the one and only. How is that for a difference? You see, people talk about love, falling in love, and lately people start talking about loving themselves. But to me, it's not about being in love. To me, it's about being the love. You are love. You become love. Yes, what I'm saying is take yourself inside your heart and wander around. Switch the lights on. Allow that star to shine on you and see what happens next. After all, you have a choice. You have the choice of being the faulty diamond or a perfect pebble. Remember, a diamond is a charcoal after all that was created and under exceptional pressure. And it is time right now, at present, to make that choice and take responsibility for your choice. Do you want to be the faulty diamond or you want to be a perfect pebble? Nobody can be you. You are the miracle everybody or somebody, at least one person out there is praying for. I know it's been a long week and you feel like running out of steam, just charging your batteries, and you feel that yellow warning flicking on your dashboard. Don't go down to zero. Fill your heart. Fill your heart with love, with compassion, and allow the best quality of visionary, exciting, beautiful thoughts to move around your mind, and from your mind to your heart, and from your heart to your mind, before your tongue gets empty. So what is going to bring your next $1 million or pounds? Well, I would say this. Choose your thoughts with love and excitement. Ironically, you can only go as far as your thoughts will take you. Until next time, be great.